Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. As you guys know, in the last video, I talked a lot about the production side of things. I went over my camera setup and stuff. Today we're going to be diving more into the post-production side, and we're actually going to be talking about a plugin known as Dehancer. Just so you guys know, Dehancer was actually kind enough to lend me this plugin so I can do an honest review and test it. But none of this information is biased, and it's completely coming from my experience as a cinematographer and filmmaker. So what are we actually going to be covering in this video? So the three things we're going to be covering is what is Dehancer, what can you do with Dehancer, and do I recommend it, and will you actually use it in your workflow? So what is Dehancer? Dehancer is more than just a plugin, but it's a film emulation tool for photographers and videographers that really can give your media that engaging film look. So as you guys know, programs such as DaVinci have nodes to color grade with. While this allows for more manual creative input, Dehancer speeds up your workflow with one click of a button. You can change a completely raw image to something absolutely beautiful in about 2 seconds. You can add creative looks to your narrative and commercial projects through effects such as bloom, film halation, and more. So what can you actually do with Dehancer? So the plugin offers a wide variety of film stocks from real analog films such as Kodak Portra, Fuji Velvia, Ilford HP5, and even CineStill. What separates this plugin from others is it's not just the colors, but it's actually the dynamic range, the contrast, and the film grain from these specific film stocks. Dehancer creates the film grain dynamically instead of it just being an overlay. This is based through different ISO levels and separation throughout the image. This allows you to adjust things such as highlights, midtones, and even shadows. So a little bit ago, I actually mentioned halation and bloom. So what is halation and bloom? Halation is the red glow around the highlights in analog film due to the light being scattered throughout the emulsion layers. Dehancer recreates this by realistically detecting the high contrast edges, and it also detects bloom by diffusing and blurring out specific light in the image. On top of this, you can actually change these settings individually by adjusting the tint, saturation, and strength. What I have enjoyed about this plugin is it's not just an overlay effect or a normal plugin, and it doesn't just grade your footage on a surface level. It actually reacts to your footage depending on whether it's underexposed or overexposed, just like real film. Now, are you going to use it, and do I recommend it? Now, if you're a filmmaker and cinematographer just like me, you'll probably enjoy using it, and you'll want to pick it up because you'll actually put it to use and use it in every project you produce. It is really cool to have that nice vintage look or be able to play with these old film looks, because this plugin does actually emulate those film looks extremely well. So I kind of wanted to dive into the pros and the cons of this plugin and kind of what I experienced. So some pros is that this plugin actually emulates really accurate color science extremely well. And I think that's what separates this plugin from a lot of other plugins that you can put in DaVinci Resolve. It also just speeds up your workflow a ton. I mean, being able to literally click a button and your footage is graded is absolutely amazing. You may have to tweak a few things in the middle, but it really makes the whole process of color grading extremely faster. Here are some cons as well. This plugin is resource intensive. If you don't have a powerful computer, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to actually get real-time playback on DaVinci Resolve with this plugin in place due to its heavy use on resources. So really kind of the learning curve for me was adapting around my normal node structures and how I usually color grade footage. Usually I have around 7 nodes and color grade my footage from there because I really do like the manual creative input. Dehancer does take a little bit of that away, but it does also make it way easier to color grade. There's a balance here. If you still want the creativity of being able to change every single node and the effects you have, then maybe this plugin isn't for you. But if you want to be able to work fast, have a really quality film look, and get these amazing film-like styles just like old cameras, then honestly, it's probably a good buy. I still value adapting and creating the image manually as it gives me more creative input and more freedom when I'm color grading my footage. I really want to thank Dehancer for allowing me to test and review their product, as I will definitely be using this plugin more in the future in other projects. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button, and also drop a comment, because I'm trying to look for suggestions on different equipment and different video ideas, maybe things I can review, films I can make, so make sure to drop a comment and that would be much appreciated. I'll see you guys next time.